Hello sisters. This video is for the August newsletter, and the topic we've chosen to talk about is making memories as a family and how important it is that we do make memories and we create memories. Memories brings families closer together. It bonds them in love, and it's fun recalling as you get older the memories that you've made. They can be small memories or they can be big memories. Maybe a small memory would be how you put your child to bed every night. Do you read them a story? Do you throw that child over your shoulder and climb the stairs? What type of breakfast do you make every Saturday morning? Big memories could be planning a vacation and the fun things you do on the vacation. But many times memories need to be created. They just don't happen. They need to be created. And they're important for families to have. I love asking my kids about their memories because they recall things that I can't even remember that had happened, but it was a fun memory for them. They'd recall it. Like on Sunday afternoons, my husband would be reading the paper and the girls would be climbing all over Todd and putting his hair up in curls. Those are little memories that is so simple, but yet my kids remembered and how much fun they had doing that. When my dad died, we could not have a funeral, as you all know. And so we siblings sat around for 2 hours and we just talked about our memories and talked about the stories and the experiences that we used to have. And I'm so glad that my parents created so many happy times for us to recall back on. That it was a fun time for us. It was a sad time, but it was a fun time for us. Now, in 2002, we had a family reunion, and we have a large family. And my contribution for the family was making a book. And what I did, I created this book. I made one for everyone in the family. And I had all their stories. I had my parents talk about their love story. I had my grandparents' love story all typed up and put in. We had all my mom's writings in there because she's a writer. And this was important to us because 2 months later my mom did die. So now we have all my mom's writings and her story in one little book. In 2012, when my dad turned 90, I wanted to create something else for my family as a memory. So I videotaped my dad for 4 hours, and we asked him all of his questions. We asked him about his life, his love stories about my mom, his spiritual experiences, his times in the Navy. We had all these stories, in his own words in this video. Now that my dad's passed, these things mean a lot more to us. Now, the next few hours, or the next few minutes, we've asked 4 different sisters to talk about their memories. And after that, we have a little video the church put out about families and vacationing and the importance of being together. So enjoy the next few minutes. I hope it can inspire you to create memories in your family, because as the kids get older, they do recall these happy times that they had together when they were younger.
I also talk about memories and how I create memories with my family. When I think about memories, I think about people who take tons of pictures, who scrapbook, who write in diaries. And I am not that type of person. I've never have been. I'm not that kind of girl. I am a be in the moment, live in the moment, enjoy the moment kind of person. So it is sort of hard to create memories that way and have mementos to help me remember those memories. But what can I say? I guess I'm a little different. So when it comes to my family, I think about memories as traditions. What kind of traditions do I want my kids to remember and to pass down later on? And one of our favorite memories and traditions that we do is treasure hunting. We love to go exploring, we like to look for treasure, and we like to compete with each other on finding out who has the best treasure and try to take it from them. And it becomes a real game with us as a family. Hopefully that is a memory my kids will love and enjoy. I also like trying to create something special for my kids, so they do have those memories later on. Birthday parties, I love making it individual for them. They have it every other year, so they can really enjoy the specialness of it all. Another thing that we do as a family together, and hopefully we'll have good memories, is we sit at dinner time, like everybody probably does, but we're one of those families that sit in front of the TV. We love picking a series, we love watching it together as a family while we're eating our dinner and enjoying the conversations that we have with that, making fun of the show or giving our opinion about the show. Hopefully these are all memories my kids will come back later on and say that they enjoyed. And I know when I was a kid and when I talk to my siblings, we laugh and joke about all the horrific things that happened in childhood. So I want to be one of those moms too, where I traumatize my children so they can have those memories too, that they can share back with their siblings and laugh about also. Those are what memories are for me, and hopefully I can create those memories in the best way possible for my children.
Hi sisters, I've been asked to talk about memories that I've made with my children, and the best I could come up with is family photos. Every October we would go as a family and get our picture taken, and then we would get ice cream with the kids after. They all hated it, but now they love to look at them. We didn't really have a lot of family vacations. My husband had 7 major surgeries, so that really wasn't in the books for us. But I asked my 3 adult children what we did together to make memories, and they said that Sunday was their favorite memory. We would always have a big Sunday dinner after we went to church, and we always did family night after we had our big dinner, and that's their favorite thing. So that's what we did as a schnapps.
Good morning, sisters. I want to share some of my favorite traditions and memories that we have done and that I have done in the past with my parents. So my favorite memories with my parents are them reading chapter books to us every night. My mom, we'd lay in her bed with her and she would read to us Chester, I Love You. And I remember just looking at my mom while she read and thinking how beautiful she was and how good of a mom she was and how I want to be just like her when I grow up. And when my dad would read to us, he usually read Charlie's Monument. And I remember feeling so empowered when he read it to us and so inspired, and felt like I could do anything. And that's traditions that I try and carry on with my children. Me and my kids, we read a chapter book every single day, and I love it, and it's time that we all cherish together. I also think creating memories, can be simple and should be simple. Some of my favorite memories besides reading the books are going on hikes, and every Sunday my dad, we go for a Sunday family walk. And I love that, and even so when I go home every Sunday we have family Sunday walk. Here at our house, every time it rains my husband grabs the kids and he runs outside and dances and screams in the rain with them, and they love it. Even the other night it was raining, it started to get rainy as I was putting my kids to bed, and my daughter was like, "But Mom, we have to go run in the rain with Dad. What if it's raining while we're sleeping? How are we gonna run in the rain with Dad?" So it's just those fun, simple memories that I feel like stand out the most. And they're easy to create, like reading scriptures as a family every day, and having family home evening, going on hikes. For Christmas, we go caroling every week for a family home evening. And on Halloween, we boo people. Those simple, fun memories that last forever.
Hi, Cambria Ward. This is not rehearsed.
This is Patsy Seymour. This is my daughter, Caroline Gillespie. And she's now in the stage of life where I was, how many years ago? A long time ago. When we first started our tradition of, we had friends that had a plywood boat with a 70 horsepower motor on it. And they invited us to Lake Powell. And we ended up buying that boat, and we learned the water ski behind it. It was a lot of fun. We had a blast. We slept in the campground and packed our stuff out on the lake every day and back to the campground, and the kids got sunburned and played in the sand, and we had, what do you remember about that with the Warners?
Just always looking forward to that nice warm shower up at the campground. And we made little bags that we put our stuff in. Mom said, you can only take what will fit in this bag. It was a little drawstring bag that we made, and that's all we could take because there was, well, I don't know. Well, we started out with about 4 kids. It grew to 7 children, so there wasn't a lot of room for a lot of stuff. So we had to keep it small. But family traditions that we've had in our family are reunions, going to Lake Powell. Mom read to us a lot, and she was always the one that, she's that person that before we finished one vacation or one outing, we were always planning the next one. She always wanted us to have something to look forward to, which is actually a very healthy tradition and something that marriages need. We always need something to look forward to in the anticipation of being together, whether with your spouse or with your family and your kids, is super important. Go, Mom. It's your turn.
Go, Mom. Well, one time, I don't know, our boat cracked on those big tour boats at Lake Powell. And we were stranded out there, and Veldon and Terry Warner went to the dock, and one of them was
bailing water out of the boat, and the other one was driving as fast as he could. And I remember my memory was, oh my gosh, I hope my dad makes it there safely. I was afraid we were going to be stranded on the island at the beach, and they were going to not make it to the marina.
So when Carolyn's oldest daughter got married and we was talking about our vacations on Lake Powell, and we was telling all these kind of stories about all the mishaps that we'd had, her future son-in-law or son-in-law said, well, why would you want to do that if that's all you can remember about it? It's all the bad times. But that reminded me of when we were in Wyoming on our mission, and this one guy said, why do you want to reenact something that wasn't that much fun in the first place? But if you don't have problems, you don't make very many memories.
When you're doing things as a family with a big family for several days, either camping or lake powelling or things like that, there's going to be things that happen that are not perfect, but it is a great way to spend time together, to reconnect as you disconnect from your phones, from your friends, and from work.
Oh, we're over time. Love you. See you. Bye.
In our lives these days, there's so many things that are trying to matter to us. There's emails and phone calls and advertisements and all these things that kind of barrage us. But I feel like some of the strongest, happiest moments that I've ever felt in my life are when I'm with my children, when I'm with my family. And it's when we come out and do things like this, when we get away from the world and we're just together as a family and we can relax and, laugh at each other, and Mom says something crazy and that makes, my brother Casey say something to her.
As we grow up and we get older and we all kind of go our own ways and we start living our own lives and, fulfilling our own dreams, it's really good to come back together and reconnect. If we ever need anything, we're always there for one another.
We talk to our family quite often by telephone, and they can say they're fine and everything's great.
But you don't get a true feel of how their life is going on a 5-minute telephone call.
But if you get together as a family, you can see how their family is together, how they are reacting together, and if they're happy, if they have problems. We all talk about it together. We all work it out together.
Successful marriages and families are established and maintained on principles of faith, love, compassion, work, and wholesome recreational activity.